Hello, people. Welcome aboard. Oh, boy, the dry heat and my allergies are acting up. That's what I was doing. Don't mind about that. I was just down there getting my bad bunny. Oh, he's not the bad bunny. Hold on a minute. I was just down there getting my bad bunny. Oh, you're not Bad Bunny either. This guy's like a sloth mixed with a bunny. Huh. Here he is. This is my bet. He's not the Bad Bunny either. What am I going to do? I'll tell you the first thing I'm going to do, people. I got like a itchy throat. The dry heat is getting me. So I'm going to have one of these extra strength menthol Negro lozenges, folks. That's right. You can get your own Negro off of Amazon. This is part of a 2-pack. It was about $12. Head to Amazon and get you some Negro. They're a great lozenge. So what can we talk about today? Well, Now that's a tasty Negro, folks. Well, it's Thursday. It's Slursday. And there will be no slurs on my channel today. You may come back tomorrow and slur all you want. But today is Slursday. It's Thursday, Slursday. That's right. And we're just going to celebrate diversity, openness, acceptance, tolerance. But there will be no slurs. So I put up a video yesterday that I think I had made on Monday. I was talking about the Bad Bunny halftime performance. You know, my wife and I, we let our son, he's 6, he watched it, and he just did some really heartwarming, cute stuff. Like, I'll never forget that. He was just so cute. If you guys got little kids, and they do something really cute or whatever, it was the best part of the Super Bowl, really. I myself don't care for the Bad Bunny guy so much. The wife, apparently likes his music. I'm familiar with some of the songs from hearing them in the car or whatever, but not really my thing. And on its face, I didn't really agree that he should have been a Super Bowl performer. I mean, doing the whole thing in Spanish or whatever, but it is what it is. We know who makes all the decisions with the media and what they cram down our throats. But I'm not going to go there, people, because I don't want to lose monetization on this video. But what I will say is that several viewers brought to my attention yesterday that the Bad Bunny was saying some awful, dirty, filthy, salacious things during that halftime performance. I was surprised. I don't know if you'd say shocked, because I watched the performance with my wife and little man who was dancing and tapping and grooving and doing his thing. And I mean, I didn't pick up on any of that filthy talk that was being said. I will say that some of the imagery, with the dancers and the grinding, tweaking, all that stuff, that type of stuff, maybe it's inappropriate for the Super Bowl. I was more just watching it and watching my son dance around, act like a little cutie. I do have a better understanding of the Spanish language than a lot of people I know. I wouldn't call myself completely fluent anymore. I may need to brush up on my Spanish, folks. But on its face, I didn't hear any of the dirty, filthy, salacious, sexual talk, the cursing, or anything like that. Now, it's difficult for me sometimes to understand what's being said in Spanish if it's said very quickly and like singing and full of slang like that in a performance. Like, I'll pick up on some of it and then, go back and listen to it. It's not like conversation or just watching the news or something like that where, I can pick up on it a little bit. Side note here. My first marriage, I married a Puerto Rican girl. We were married in Puerto Rico. My ceremony was entirely in Spanish. her aunt had to stand there and translate what the pastor was saying, because at the time I wasn't fluent yet. I did become pretty fluent after that. Most of her family didn't speak English, although she's what you would call a New Yorican or whatever. Most of the family is Puerto Rican and live in Puerto Rico. So that's where we got married, in a church that was so strict. How much could I? There wasn't even much dancing at the wedding because it was like a religion that was very strict. I don't want to get all into the private stuff about it right now, but yeah. So my older kids are half Puerto Rican. Call it mixed race, mixed ethnicity, whatever you guys want to call it. And my current wife is also Puerto Rican. And the CEO, my little man, he's half Puerto Rican, European, American, Puerto Rican, So that's me, folks. The big badass, supposed Klansman, Nazi, racist, white supremacist me. My kids are all mixed ethnicity or mixed race. Their mothers are all Puerto Rican. And so go ahead and call me a Nazi. Seriously, I went back this morning because I was troubled by some of the comments, and I'm like, I let my kid watch it, and then I felt like an idiot. I'm like, I got to go back and listen to this, and I did. And again, I didn't hear the things that people were saying were being said, and a lot of you commenters and stuff, and I really appreciate it, and I know you mean well. And if I make a mistake, I'll admit it. And I just didn't hear him saying those things that like other big YouTube content creators have said on their channels, what was said, and then they had translations or whatever. But it seemed that the translations that these channels were doing were from the actual album cuts, the album versions of the songs that the Bad Bunny guy was singing. Apparently, he toned it down for the Super Bowl performance. Now, while it did have all the imagery of the grinding, twerking, whatever, all that stuff, mixed with lyrics that I don't even know if there was the innuendos or whatever, it may have made it seem like it was a lot filthier than it was. There was a lot of slang involved. And honestly, I'm not 100% fluent. I don't know all of the slang. And the type of Spanish that I learned in high school was like whatever they call it, Castilian, Spanish, Castilian, and after that I learned more like from Chilean, Argentina, like a lot of Mexican people. Like that's where I learned most of the Spanish from, but Puerto Rican too. And I guess there's a lot of different slang, and I just honestly I don't understand it all. So if in the slang stuff that the guy was saying, and again, I went back and I watched it. I watched these translations and different things, and I'm still not hearing it, folks. That being said, I'm not done examining it. And you got my word, folks. I will take down that video that I put up yesterday. I'll take it down. I'll privatize it. It will not make any more money if it turns out that I'm wrong. Because maybe I'm wrong. I just didn't hear it. And it's not like I'm going in totally unaware of like what's being said. It's just, it seems that a lot of people jumped on like the whole he's saying all these things, and maybe he is in the album cuts of those songs. And again, I could be wrong, but I didn't hear any of the things that people are saying that he was saying. Like, if you do go back to the album version of his songs, though, and translate it like that, you will hear all that dirty, filthy stuff. I appreciate people reaching out and telling me that, maybe check up on this. Check yourself, man. I understand. So, I'll take that video down as soon as I finish examining the audio from the halftime show. And again, I appreciate people reaching out and taking the time to leave comments and stuff like that. I wish I could ask alias Johnny Scoville, what they were saying. Since he's been living in a Spanish-speaking country since June of last year, he said that within 6 months he'd be doing videos in Spanish. Although that never happened, I'm confident that he will. I mean, he's got to speak Spanish, right? I mean, he's immersed in the culture. He lives in a Spanish-speaking country. But I'm blocked. I can't ask him. Hey, Johnny, what were they saying? So I don't know. But with my understanding, I didn't hear the things that people are saying he was saying. Now, granted, in the album versions of those songs, they are filled with expletives and sexual entendre, or whatever you want to call it. And I feel kind of like an idiot. You know, like if I'm letting my kid watch that performance and he really did say all those things, and I feel like a jerk. I feel like a real idiot. And I'll take that video down. And that's my word, people. Now, on that subject, I saw on the Reddit that one of Toots' live streams the other night had like 27,000 views or something like that. And he admitted that he had got the whole thing wrong, made mistakes about all of the details of like one of these suspects or whatever, and that somebody called him on it. And he said that he was going to privatize the video and make it not searchable, and essentially it would be demonetized. When something's private, it's not monetized. And he said he would do all of that. And then what I'm reading on the Reddit is all he actually did was change the thumbnail or the title of the video or something, and he didn't take it down because he's money hungry and it's got some traction. If you have over 20,000 views on one of your little live streams, are you really going to take it down when all you do is complain about money or talk about money and all that? No, that was another lie, folks. So I'm not like that. I mean, at least 3/4 of my videos on my channel are private. You'll look at my channel description. It'll tell you there's like maybe 200 or 300 videos or something like that. There's well over 1,000. I mean, probably 3/4 of my videos are private. It's just the way it is. I guess I could make them all public. But what happens with that is a lot of people, or not a lot, I don't know who's doing it, but they go through my videos and I start getting reported for hate speech. Me! Hate speech! I mean, can you believe it? Here I am celebrating the Puerto Rican culture with, Puerto Rican wife and kid. And I'm being called a racist. Well, you're not calling me a racist right now, but you will. Let me put up some of these videos. I'm going to get called racist just for this candy. This guy's name that made this candy is Pietro Negro. His name is Negro. But I'll be called a racist for having this on my channel. Me. I think a lot of the stuff against the Bad Bunny is because he criticized President Trump. Now, I haven't come out really and criticized President Trump, but I'll tell you, I am not happy with him. I am a lifelong registered Democrat, not a liberal at all, but I voted for him a few times. Not a few times at once in one election, the way that my party usually does things. No, the several times that he's run for president, I voted for him. But I am not happy about all this Epstein list stuff. The stuff that I'm hearing that's coming out is sickening, and that people at the highest levels of government are involved in it. Government, entertainment, media, they're all involved in it. And that's what I'm hearing. The mainstream fake news is reporting it one way. Channels that have pretty much been stifled on YouTube, they were reporting it, more honestly, but they're not now. And it's just what it turns out is that it seems that the entire thing is a distraction from something bigger that's going on. I mean, I'm seeing stories from channels that are way bigger than mine, that there are reptilians who are consuming humans and drinking the blood of children, and that the Rothschilds, some of them are several hundred years old, and things like that. And I got to be careful what I say, but I'm done with the news. And I heard that what they're saying is that the creator of The Simpsons is all over in the Epstein files. And then people are saying, well, it makes sense. And that's how The Simpsons is able to predict all of these events that happen many years in advance with, a very high degree of accuracy. I don't think we can deny that. Like, if you go back and look at some of the things that The Simpsons have predicted, they're right. Now, how do they have access to all this? it's all crazy people, and I'm done consuming the news. I would like to see some more truth about the shape of the world that we live in come out in the Epstein files. The Simpsons predicted that one too. Does that mean it's true? I mean, I know it's true, but I don't want to talk crazy, people. I've been attacked, called a crazy person for saying that the earth is flat. I could break out my Bibles and show you where it says that the earth is flat. And we can go to episodes of The Simpsons that pretty much say that it's flat and that we're covered by a firmament. And it's called crazy for it. The same way I'm called crazy for having my Bad Bunny doll hanging by a piece of cooking twine. And again, not a noose. I don't even know how to tie a noose. And I love me some Negro candy. Get back for it constantly. So I'm going to finish up examining this Bad Bunny halftime show. And if I find even a shred of some of the things that some commenters and also some big YouTube channels are saying that he was saying during that halftime performance, then I will remove that video. I'll make a full apology, and my son won't be allowed to rewatch that. I don't know what else I could say. Yeah, I think I'm done, folks. Maybe I'll be back later. I think I got a good fuck that guy in me. I got a lot to unpack here, people, and you got to understand that I'm in a rough spot here. You know? I mean, on one hand, call me a racist, Nazi, white supremacist, all this stuff. And then on the other hand, my kids and their mothers are all a different race or ethnicity than me. So you understand that I'm in a difficult, awkward spot here. That's it. Maybe I'll be back later. Happy Slursday, everybody. And again, no slurs, not on my channel today, but come on back tomorrow and slur all you want. And above all, people, fuck that guy. Every single one of them.